going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Hangout Spot where you already know it's Real Talk Sports Talk. Live from my man cave. It's your boy Johnny. And let's talk Jets just for a few minutes because I wasn't gonna make a video today, but there's just a couple of things that I need to get off my chest because it seems like every other day there's something that I hear or see in social media about this team that totally irks me. Not sure why I let it irk me, but it does. Today's no different. And the funny thing is, today I actually made a short video giving the Jets props. I let the fans know, finally, there's a news article coming out of One Jets Drive that is positive and productive. Jets apparently are meeting or have met with a wide receiving prospect out of the University of Virginia, who they may be looking at in the mid-rounds, which I think is a good prospect. So again, kudos. Finally, we're looking ahead to the 2024 season, and we're leaving 2023 in the rearview mirror, as it should be. But then I'm scrolling up my articles in the evening, and what do I see? Woody Johnson comes out, and he speaks to the media at NFL Honors. And I think this is the first time he's come out in public to answer questions about this season. So, of course, that intrigued me because a couple weeks back, I had mentioned on a video, like, where is this guy? Why hasn't he come out to address the fan base? We've heard from Joe Douglas. We've heard from Saleh. Where is the owner? Where is he? Why is he not coming out, addressing the fan base, apologizing for this debacle of a season, and letting us know that next year is going to be different? His expectations are different. So I check out this interview, and Lord and behold, it dawned upon me. I should have known that he was either going to say something we already knew, or he was going to say something that was going to irk the hell out of me. And of course he did the latter. It was then when I realized he should have just stood hiding under the rock he was under and not even come out and talk at all. So apparently he was questioned, obviously, about Robert Saleh and Joe Douglas, and he spoke about his conversations that he's had with them pertaining to his expectations going into the season. And there was one thing I took out of there that just pissed me the hell off. He says, and I quote, "They all got the message. This is the time to go. We have to produce this year. It's not a playoff mandate, but we have to do a lot better than 7 wins." And that's when I said, is this guy kidding me? I've been saying for years that the reason why the Jets will never be a respectable winning organization is because of their owner, and it's comments like that that just justify what I say. When you have an owner that blurts out mediocrity, where he's satisfied with mediocrity, you're going to get mediocre results. When you don't set the bar high and you set the bar here, this is what you're going to get. You're not going to get this. Is he kidding me? Does he not realize that the Jets have not made the playoffs in 13 years? Does he not realize that his GM and coach have not had one winning season together? They haven't even sniffed the playoffs. Did he not see what happened this year? The embarrassment that happened this year? When it was a good chunk of the season when we couldn't even score a touchdown? Fans are already irate that you decided to bring these clowns back. Now you don't tell them that they have to make the playoffs or else? That's just insane to me. Again, maybe it's the way I'm built. But that conversation, in my opinion, should have been much different. It should have been a tough conversation. Guys, I'm giving you one more opportunity to run this back against public outrage. But you have to make the playoffs, or else I'm going to be forced to move in another direction. This is a business, and I'm tired of my brand, my franchise, being the laughingstock of the league, and I'm tired of embarrassing a loyal fan base. Playoffs or bust. That's it. That's the message I would have relayed to both those clowns. And if they would have looked at me with that baffled look, like, why? It's quite simple. I owe it to my fan base, my loyal fan base that goes out there every single weekend and spend their hard-earned money to watch this team. Enough is enough. It's been 13 years. And have you not realized that I've raised season ticket prices for my season ticket holders? Did you not realize that after I raised those prices, I send them letters in the mail in November letting them know they have to start paying for those increases, which pissed them off. So now I owe it to them to put together a winning product. We have to make the playoffs. There is no other option, period. You guys had your chance this year. Aaron Rodgers got hurt. I gave you a free pass because that's what he did. But now it's go time. Playoffs or you're gone. That's it. That's how he should have had that conversation, and that's how he should have related to the media. But of course, no. So that led me to think, so what happens? They win 8 games. That's improvement. He brings them back or gives them contract extensions, even if they don't make the playoffs. It's ridiculous. It really is. There's no reason why the Jets shouldn't make the playoffs. They have good young talent, and they have Aaron Rodgers coming back, right? I'm sure he thinks that Aaron Rodgers is a savior. Most fans think that Aaron Rodgers is a savior. So there's no reason that they shouldn't make the playoffs, right? That's how you should have conveyed that message. I'll tell you, he also said that the Jets need to get a backup quarterback because they didn't have one last year. Really, fool? You didn't realize that after game 1? Or even if you missed it after game 1, you didn't realize that after game 2 and 3? Amazing. It really is. What he also should have said was, we got to make the playoffs here because we got some young, talented players that are going to get tired of being in a losing culture, and they're going to look to leave in a couple years if we don't turn this thing around. Because that is reality. If we don't start showing some signs of winning and consistent winning, you can say goodbye to Garrett Wilson, you can say goodbye to Breece Hall, you can say goodbye to Sauce Gardner, and Quinnen Williams too when his contract is up. Oh, man, it's rough. Again, it's rough. I mean, I didn't even want to read or hear anything else from that interview. I was kind of done with it at that point. But this is the reason why, it's hard for me to get optimistic about next year because I have no confidence in this owner. I have no confidence in this front office, and I don't have any confidence in this head coach, obviously, and coaching staff. I'm just like any other Jet fan. I'm hoping that Aaron Rodgers at 41 years old, coming off a major injury, can somehow look like the Aaron Rodgers of 3 years ago and mask all these deficiencies and give us a shot. But we'll see. It's going to be a big offseason, both in free agency and in the draft. Let's see what they do. But anyhow, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Like I said, we're all in this together, man. We're loyal to a fault. Like I say, loyalty is an addictive and dangerous drug. And if there was Jet Rehab for it, trust me when I tell you, I'd be the first one there to bite the bullet, go into that section, stand up in front of everybody and say, hello, my name is John, and I am a Jet fan. Anyhow, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about this interview. And more importantly, how optimistic you are that the Jets are going to be able to turn this thing around this year. Be interesting to hear your thoughts. But as always, I appreciate your support. This is your boy Johnny signing off from the Hangout Spot. Thanks for listening, and I'll talk to everybody soon.